That's a good cup of coffee. Little homage to Pulp Fiction. Listen, now that we've had our coffee, it's time to put our brains to work. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to do a cash flow analysis on a property. Okay, so what is the process of running a cash flow analysis on an income producing property? You can do this with a single family house, an apartment building, a retail building, an industrial property. The process is all the same as far as real estate is concerned. So we're going to focus on three acronyms here. The first one is GI, the second one is GOI, and the third one is NOI. Each one of those stands for gross income, gross operating income, and net operating income. Remember these because they're important later on. So, what is gross income? Well, gross income is all the income that the property would produce if it was fully occupied. So what does that mean? Well, let's say you have a single family house that you are actually renting out, one unit, and you can rent out that house for $1,000 a month. Well, 12 months in a year, that means you're bringing in potentially $12,000 in a year. All right, pretty simple, right? Now let's say that you're vacant for 1 month of the year, right? You got to pay attention because you might be vacant when you have to find a new tenant. So sometimes when we're doing what's called a pro forma analysis, we will add in a vacancy factor as a percentage of the total gross income. In this example, we're just going to use 1 month. So that means $1,000 is coming off of the gross income. Now, what does that leave you with? It leaves you with $11,000. But let's say that you decided that you were going to put in a coin laundry machine on site as well. This is called other income. So you've made back, let's say $100 or $89.99 a month, and now you have your $1,000 back. Well, you're back at $12,000 a year because you add that back in and you come up with gross operating income. Now, here's the part that most people get confused on. They get confused on the fact of what expenses actually get subtracted and when. For the purposes of figuring out what the operations are of the property, those are the expenses that you deduct. Okay, so what does that mean? That means repairs and maintenance, power, electricity, utilities, any other fees that you're going to have to pay for operating the property, including accounting fees, administrative fees, management fees. All those fees come out of that income until you come up with NOI, net operating income. One confusing spot that people make a mistake on is that they will try to add in capital improvements into the property, into that number, versus repairs. Okay, repairs stay in, capital improvements do not. So what is a capital improvement? If the place becomes vacant and you decide to get a better rental number and you want to replace a kitchen and put a brand new kitchen in someplace, that is a capital improvement. That is not included in the NOI. That is an additional cost outside of NOI. Make sense? Okay, good. So now we have NOI. Why is all this important? Well, the net operating income is what lenders use for evaluating how much income is available to make debt service on a property. After you've paid your debt service, you will then incur taxes and you will have your profit. That's how you do a cash flow analysis. This is a short, skinny, simple example on how to do it. But in some of the other videos coming up here shortly, we're gonna do what's called quick metrics. So we'll do some gross rent multiplier. We're gonna do cash on cash. We're gonna do cap rate. Oh, that's a fun one. That's always confusing for people. So look for that video. I'm gonna post the link once it is up and running right up above, and you will have all the answers that you need to do a basic cash flow analysis of any property that you need. All right, have a wonderful day.